Take one.
Take one.
I like it.
We do too.
Check so that you can. Welcome back to episode 4
Quattro.
of Whiteboard Meetings.
I'm back. He's back. Finally. We had to kick Dorian out. He's still with us.
He's just not present.
Not here currently. But we're back with episode 4. The original crew, OG. Thank you for all the support on episode 3. It was crazy love. Don't forget, we have an Instagram and TikTok now. Linktree down in the description. We also have a Linktree on our TikTok and Instagram. So there's no way you can't be following us on everything.
Can't miss it.
Can't miss it. Also, don't forget to check out BBC Productions. But we got 101 merch.
Bro, check it out. Get whatever you want. There's a new stuff dropping this week. No, last week. This is stuff just dropped last week. You gotta go customize what you want.
But another thing, you were here last week, but something that we did talk about was we do say like way too much.
Oh, yeah, I did.
So we're still working on that, but it's something that we're growing, learning. We're still very nervous talking in front of a camera.
It's my buddy. I get what I want. Like,
Boom. But today we were going to start off, since Mr. Dave over here doesn't like to talk on the podcast. We're throwing him on the spot with his topic for the day.
hold up, what up? I just wanted the quick topic
Oh,
that I thought was cool. I'm gonna cut Dave off. Did you guys know? Where is it?
way to be professional.
Shoes on, by the way.
Yeah, lucky you. We're not bums anymore.
Yeah, peep the drip.
We listen to you.
Anyway, do you guys know who Chris Kirkpatrick is? He's one of the members of NSYNC. You know NSYNC?
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that he's the one that does the voice for Chip Skylark on on Fairly Odd Parents? And that's actually him singing. So they got an actual pop star to do Chip Skylark. And then recently I saw a video of him like in real life performing My Shiny Teeth.
No way.
It was sick, dude.
That was clean.
And I was like, no, wait, I thought it was just like a random dude, but they got like
Oh, these got to be like late 50s now.
not late 50s, but early 50s. He's JT's age.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, they were all.
that's insane.
Younger one.
Yeah, that's true. But who cares? He was Chip Skylark.
What movie is it where it's like a rom-com where she's obsessed with NSYNC?
I don't.
Okay, I'll have to figure it out and find it because that's going to bug me. But on the topic of that, I listened to the album you talked about last week,
Data?
Data.
Data? I don't know.
But how do you... It's
Tiny,
Tiny.
but it's spelled in Spanish.
Yeah, but did you know that I was looking through his discovery? Did you know he's also on the soundtrack for the SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run?
Swear to God.
I swear to God. He's on there.
I didn't know.
I think Snoop Dogg's on there too.
What?
Yeah, I can pull it up right now, actually. It's not, but
The new SpongeBob music.
I'm very, if you know me personally, I am very heavily into SpongeBob. I have SpongeBob in front of me right now. He's actually been at every podcast. So I'm deep into SpongeBob.
no way. It was Hans Zimmer as well.
Dude, budget.
Sponge on the Run.
I've never even seen it.
Yeah, and Snoop Dogg. Oh, it's crazy.
Monster Kid.
But yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. And J Balvin.
I'm not a fan of J Balvin, but
Sponge on the Run.
he's pretty important.
So I thought that was funny and that kind of tied in, but
That's hard.
I've never seen the movie.
I never even heard of it. It's on Netflix though.
Is it really?
I don't know. I just heard of it, dude.
Oh. But let's get a little bit more back on topic.
Sorry about that. I just thought Chip Skylark was cool.
Chip Skylark is cool. John,
Yes.
what are we talking about today?
So going off, right? Since you did bring up that album, Data, which is the AI, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we've So the whole AI thing is actually pretty crazy, right? Because we've had the AI technology for some good time now. Since, was it
Oh, let me pull up your notes real quick. My bad. Now I'm not professional. Would you like to hold the BBC Lanti?
yes. Okay.
Oh, well, look at you. You're the laptop guy now.
I feel very important now.
You're not.
Wait,
You're not unique, special, or important.
go for it. Fire away, man.
Dude, AI's, so we've had AI. The concept of it started in 35. Like, yeah, 1935. The concept of it, right? By Alan Turing. Of a artificial, a machine that can take in information and kind of just adjust what it needs to do. So, like,
That can learn.
yeah, it just learns. That's what AI is. It does learning. Like, so you can input things into it and it learns, right?
Okay.
So that was like the first concept in 35 by a cryptolinguist,
What's his name?
Alan Turing.
Alan.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Computers
Yeah, but he's so like
it's the concept.
the concept of learning, of computer learning,
Yeah.
like literally artificial intelligence.
Because the reason why he even started this like research is to decrypt German intelligence. There's a whole movie about
Intimidation game.
exactly.
That's right. That's with Benadryl Cumberbatch.
Doctor.
is that unplugging all the
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That movie. That's actually a good movie. It's very interesting if you like history and Doctor Strange. But dude, AI like
Light.
It's all connected.
that's one, right?
I'm not counting.
But I don't know. The fact that AI, right, where it started, yeah, we're hyping it up now because of like Chat GPT and like all these like resources that we can use to like edit videos, clean up sounds, and like even editing photos. Like you can input what you want to like to. So what you want to draw, like if you can't if you're not a good drawer, right, you can type it in a prompt and it'll spit it out for you. There's stuff like that.
We spent some time messing around. What is it? The Adobe. It's something Adobe. We were messing around with
Yeah.
not too long ago.
Wait, the Photoshop AI, the
Yeah, it's-
auto generation.
Yes.
That shit is so cool.
It's really cool. And it has like different like what do you call them? Like presets almost. So it was
like steampunk,
Yeah.
like different themes. So you can have the same like prompt, like let's say like you want a podcast, but it can be like a steampunk, or it could be a what other topic, like faith
Yeah.
and like different.
And it always gives you like 3 like to choose from, right?
There's
It's
there's a
So-
lot.
it was really cool.
Yeah.
The images came out a little weird though. So we did one, we were just figuring out how to use it, but it was 90s Los Angeles skate park. But the skateboards had like 7 wheels and they were like turning around. It was still pretty cool because it was like a neon theme.
The hands and fingers.
No. You know when people generate the AI photos, and the hands are always fucked?
Yep.
Yes.
It's kind of like 500 fingers.
Oh yeah.
That's all learning though. That's like, and it improves every time.
AI will learn how to learn so well that it will outlearn other AI and realize.
I can see that. I can see that.
That it's a superior.
Yeah, I could see that happening. It could be using the brain of like another AI, so it doesn't.
Become sentient?
Yeah, essentially gain
Yeah.
consciousness. That's what I'm trying to.
I don't think so.
I am it
Because we program it.
to know that it's AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what about there was like a science experiment that they did where they took 2 AIs and had them communicate to each other.
Mm.
You can find the videos on YouTube, and they start talking to each other in a language that they can't understand. The scientists, so they just shut it down. But
Like, all right, we're done. Too powerful.
yeah, so they learned how to communicate to where they weren't being
But if they did become sentient, what are they gonna do?
used as batteries, like in the Matrix.
That's what I was thinking.
You're just a battery.
Wait for the slow ramp.
But AI goes up by inputs.
It's
So like you have to program it to do that.
to learn.
Yeah.
So like
Point.
so with AI when it first started, right? So in the 50s, they got it to work with checkers. So they could have a game with AI in the 50s, right? Isn't that just crazy?
The 50s.
In the 50s, you could play against an AI bot in checkers.
Well, oh, dude.
But
Don't say chess.
damn it, bro. Hold on. So there's so many combinations because it has to learn every single move. So if you move one piece, it's gonna have to learn, what happens if he goes here. So you have to input. There's like over 200,000 inputs.
There's more.
Plays that you can do. Yes.
You just do a couple and then it eventually learns pattern.
So you have to input initially, right? You have to input every single move. That's why it takes so long just to program it.
Well, can't you just input the rules?
Yeah, but
Isn't that how like logic gates work?
In Minecraft?
No, I'm at the crabs that made a computer. You know what I mean? You don't have to put each move.
Yeah.
Just say, these are the moves you can do.
And it'll start thinking. So if I
And
did
then,
this,
like, make the boundaries. You know what I mean? What he's talking about directly goes into one of my topics.
but you talked about Blue Deep though.
is it?
In chess, yeah. Blue Deep. So that was in 97.
Yeah.
Guess what? Alan Turing in the 30s and 40s, he was like, one day this will be able to play like chess and beat a grandmaster. And in 97, it did.
Who was it? It was Joey Kasparza or something like that.
It's-
No, Bobby Fischer.
It's like a European name. So
Can I look it up?
you go ahead.
Because it's going to bug me now.
Eisenberg,
Fucking 60 years.
can I branch off? And I don't know if we're going to go in order, but can I branch off what he's talking about with the AI?
Yeah.
And learning?
Yeah, keep going. I'm
So it's up there somewhere. I have patterns. Everything is a pattern. And learning is just recognizing patterns. You know what I mean?
That's what in that fucking Guardians,
Everything is a pattern.
that Guardians of the Galaxy movie where the fucking dude kept getting pissed because
Oh yeah, because
he made a race that was smart and could learn stuff, but it wasn't creating anything new. That's why he wanted the raccoon.
that's why, dude. I'll show you in my notes. The reason, like that creatives are, they go against the pattern, the established pattern in society. So when you break the established pattern, it's like it throws shit off, which was what in the movie what Rocket was. You know what I mean?
I saw him. I missed that movie.
It was okay,
You guys sure do like talking about it.
but yeah, everything is It's just recognizing patterns. That's all learning is. Think about it. Everything, every single everything.
But it's not problems though.
What?
But you learn something because there's a problem, right?
Right.
So I get
You gotta go a little deeper because
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, how did I learn history? I didn't learn it through a pattern.
But if you want to say like pattern,
Peace, war, peace.
Even just you going to class,
Okay.
like the way you learn, like how do you, when you find something you like, how do you like,
Repetition.
yeah, you find a pattern that'll allow it to go into your head so that you remember it.
Okay, I see what
people like to write, like some people like will read.
How do I know I'm thirsty? Because every time my body feels this way, I recognize that when I feel this way, the pattern, I have to drink.
Okay.
Every time my tummy goes, I have to eat.
What about that episode of The Office where Jim sets it up so every time he restarts his computer, Dwight wants a mint?
Exactly.
Because it's a pattern. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Turning a dog.
Or even,
Yeah, that's where I got the idea from.
you know how physicists, create they don't even create formulas. They're just trying to solve a pattern that already exists in the universe, and the formula itself is what gets you to the pattern.
Mm-hmm.
The formula solves the pattern, basically.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So,
What's the
you know how binary is a pattern?
Yeah.
The formulas for crazy shit, like a black hole or some shit, is just a pattern that already exists. They just figure out how to put it on paper.
So what about pi? There's no pattern.
But if the universe is infinite, it will
At the pi?
it will repeat. It'll create a pattern eventually, but we don't know yet.
What about creating something new though?
We were talking about that at work. Like, what was the last time like something actually new was created? When you think about it, please in the comments enlighten me. I don't know.
Okay, roll it back real quick, because I'm trying to figure out what was okay, but you were talking about how pi is infinite.
Yes.
So there is I think we might have talked about this already. The Twitch channel that's live streaming Pokemon Fire Red, but pi is playing it. So each number is set to a different control.
Oh,
I showed you this. It's going 24/7, and every number is set up to either like move forward, back, left, right, A, B, whatever. So eventually,
he'll hit every pixel.
it'll find the correct combination it needs to beat the game Pokemon Fire Red.
In the most
Inefficient.
Pretty much. Last time I checked, he was still in Pallet Town, in the hometown, but he did have a level 70 Charizard. So, I think it was a Charizard.
There's no way.
What do you mean? It's been going on for like a year now.
A certain stone to change the charm into a Charizard.
No,
I think you need to hit like level 45.
but I don't know if it's been done before, other than what you just mentioned. But putting an infinite concept into a finite space, like the game is finite,
Mm-hmm.
it ends. That's crazy. Putting like an infinite factor in it, and that solve finite situations.
Eventually, yeah. It's like the sassy.
Massive.
Can pi write Harry Potter?
Literally.
Eventually, it'll find the correct correct sequence to write Harry Potter.
To an infinite universe.
In an infinite universe, everything is 100% guaranteed, except for one thing scientists found that is not 100% guaranteed, and that's the chance of you getting any bitches. Sir.
What is it? In an infinite universe, everything that can happen will happen an infinite amount of times. Yes, dude. Infinite amount of times. So it doesn't matter how unlikely it is. That's why if the universe is infinite, which we don't know. That we don't know anything. Like, there's nothing we know for a fact. But if it is, then we're not special.
Real intelligence comes when you realize you know nothing. Insert quote, Gandhi.
Was it Gandhi?
It was Snoop Dogg. No, I think it was like Plato that said that. Or Socrates or Einstein.
Or it's that bloody odd chance that we really are here, but like we're just the only thing, just by that minuscule chance.
We are.
That's also highly possible. It's everything that can happen will happen, dude.
Unless that's the case, then everything can happen. And what is happening is
What? You gotta run that one back for me.
No, I get what he's saying.
Draw it on the whiteboard, bro.
I get exactly what he was
the
saying.
smallest chance that we're just like the smallest chance that the Earth was here and we were born and everything. And there's no other thing in a like universe that like caused it. Then there's only one thing that
He's saying,
Okay.
you know, I said everything can and will happen in an infinite universe. So how would we, if we were the only like people to exist ever, and that is a possibility because that's something happened.
Oh, I see. Okay. Wow.
I don't know.
We suck. Either way,
Google it.
whether someone else said this, I'm just on repeat, but whether we are alone in the universe or we're not, both are scary to think about. But bro, the Pentagon released footage of like UFOs. They've confirmed that aliens exist.
Yeah, that is weird. At this point, they don't care.
Nobody cared.
Back in the day, it's like, oh, whaley, is it a fucking UFO? And then all of a sudden the government releases it.
Oh yeah, but
Nobody reacted. Nobody cares.
I mean,
That and wait, real quick, the CIA has leaked documents that proves that you can have like out of body experiences, and you could levitate shit and like sub astral projection. They've proven that, and there's documents. The CIA Gateway Project. I'm gonna get sniped on my way home tonight now.
I didn't heard about proof because I was doing a little research and it's like there's no proof ever.
There's 100% proof. The CIA Gateway Project. It's
I don't
about
believe in out-of-body experiences.
it's about syncing your left and right brain hemisphere. Something like that. I'll talk about that next episode. I will do a heck of research on that.
I was looking to do it, and every major religion has like it always talks about like out of body experiences.
Me listening to Playboy Cardi.
that's your religion.
Yeah, so
But like most of them say it only happens when you're in like deep strife or you're like complete peace.
that's the word of the day, strife. Can you give us a definition? There we go.
Strife word.
What's strife?
Down bad.
How do you spell strife? I can't see it. This man thought carpal tunnel was spelled like this. I don't know if you'll be able to see it.
No, you're good.
Carpool. Tunnel.
Strife, let me know when you're ready. S. Still S.
Okay. Wait.
Put it under my little thing.
Oh, this is the call.
You're going through strife.
You can fit under here.
It's strife.
STRIFE. Sure. The definition: angry or bitter disagreement over fundamental issues, conflict.
Oh, so just the air.
Pretty much at 24/7.
The Hindu really believe in it.
Checks go with stripe.
The Japanese kind of do, but there's not like too much.
Don't even get me started about the Egyptians and the Blue Lotus. Going back to episode 1, 2, 3, 2. Episode 2.
You guys ever try meditating?
Me?
Yeah, it's hard.
I was just talking to Swiggle about it, actually. He just started meditating. He said, surprising, I know.
That is surprising.
Is he learning it?
He said it's been helping him. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, he said that if something is meant to help you, like, personally, like, why not give it a shot, right? So meditation, it may not do what everybody, says it was. You're not going to become the dragon warrior from meditating.
Yeah, but you are.
There's a 100% chance. But, yeah, he said it was helping him, so.
Think about absolutely
Nothing. It's so hard.
Think about breathing. You can't it's no.
I've tried it. I've literally sat in a room for an hour. I'm not even joking. And it's hard. It's so hard.
I believe it.
That's why I think the closest I can get to it is dreaming.
Dude, I can't even meditate when I'm trying to go to bed.
I feel like I gotta drink. I feel like I gotta drink a lot of alcohol just to not think about anything.
Monks.
Oh,
There must be some crazy.
They are.
See The Last Airbender?
Oh, the M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yeah.
I remember going to the temple when I was a kid and like seeing the monks and like I didn't really think it because I was a kid. I was like, you can't eat after so they can't eat past noon. So like every day, and I'd get so pissed. We'd bring all this food. My grandma would make it, and then I'd like be so fucking hungry, and you can't eat until the.
Where were you? In Fresno, they have monks? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought your family was Christian.
Side.
Oh, okay.
My Cambodian side, they're all Buddhists.
So they believe in the Buddha?
Yeah.
There's a lot of crazy stuff that
We're going kid friendly now.
in Buddhism that I resonate with.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a lot of stuff. I don't know about the not eating shit, but I like to eat.
Well, it's but like you should be able to find like the peace within yourself without having to take extra.
Dude, I need those calories. I need my carbohydrates.
Is it no like it was like 'cause my grandma's pretty deep into it, and she says some pretty fucking wild shit sometimes. Like it like hits deep. And I'm like, damn, you really think about that, buddy? You're fucking like 80 years old, and you're like, I don't know.
Why is
It's like never think with your emotions.
Oh, that's 100% true.
I was like, damn.
does I got to do more research into Buddhism, but
It's just finding.
at least the men, I don't know any, like, because all the monks are always men.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are women Buddhists doing? Hit us up. If you're a female Buddhist,
Monk.
I don't know if they got.
Doctor Strange.
Oh,
She was bald.
Right.
She was killing
if
it.
you're a female monk, hit me up.
Teach me the ways.
Does Buddhism have an aspect of stoicism?
Yes.
Okay,
You're not supposed to let pretty much anything.
bother you?
Yeah.
Dang.
It is what it is.
Everything bothers me though. There's nothing like
You're anti-Buddha?
I've tried to be like that.
I try to be like that, and then I get my chase. So
everything's like a cause and effect. So anything happens, like you're gonna think about it and then you're gonna worry about it.
But
but you don't have to.
you can't change anything. So why be angry? About
That's when I was, the day that I got my chain stolen, like, initially, I was so furious. Like, in my head, I was killing this person 1 trillion times over. Dr. Strange again, Dormammu, I come to bargain. I was shredding this guy. But in bed, I'm like, why? What would I gain from being mad right now? I lost a piece of metal around my neck because it's fake.
You actually, like, when I got my chain stolen in,
Yeah, but you were under the influence of alcohol.
yeah, I was, yeah, you handled it you were too.
Oh, yeah.
You're just a better man than I am.
I don't know about all that.
Dude, I got my chain snatched. I grabbed the first person.
That's some random child.
Kids, ground right here.
Had the twist shirt and just
Held him up.
I mean, I don't know. Me, a couple of years ago, I would not have handled that like that. I probably would have. I'd still be pissed. I would have been super pissed in the morning. I probably would have started fighting people. And then and there. It was at Rolling Loud. It was in a mosh pit.
You did something good though after. You found a phone and you returned it.
Oh, yeah, the dude's phone. He kept calling us. It's Rolling Loud. We're in the crowd, deep in the crowd.
Really?
Calling us. I'm like, hey, he's like, I'm right here. I'm like, what?
We were 10 feet away from Travis Scott. We were not moving.
I was not moving. Sorry, dude.
He made it to us though.
He did make it.
That was crazy.
Like, we kind of recognized him, like, hey, you phone? I was like, yeah. I'm like, here, bro. Then he got his phone.
Yeah. And you denied the cash too,
Yeah.
Christian.
He denied the cash?
You did.
Oh.
He was asking if you had Apple Pay and you're like, nah man, I'm good.
Oh, yeah.
This is my one good deed. For the
I'm never doing nothing.
what is these?
Oh, yeah, I told my girlfriend I didn't take the cash. First of all, she was mad at my chain got snapped. She was like, and they told her, like, yeah, the guy offered him cash too. And then he denied it. I was like, she's like, you
I thought she would be like, oh wow, you're a good dude. No, it was
your money back.
Testing you.
So what if he was the guy that actually stole it?
He dropped it.
Yeah, and he dropped his phone while he wasn't away from
Yeah.
Damn. There's 100%.
And some universe that did happen.
This
Then this, yeah,
Oh, it's the one.
this is the
you
one.
know how you were talking about Buddhism and shit. In bed when I was like before I was thinking like negative thoughts, but in bed, you know what I thought to myself? And I even told her, she was like, shut the fuck up. I'm like, you know what I wish happened to him? I wish him the best. I was like, honestly, I wish you the best, dude.
I mean, if you really needed that chain that bad, then his life must not be in
Yeah, your life must.
If that is your very last chain that you have to snatch in your life.
Wish him the best.
It does, though. He could have been broke in that chain because
Yeah.
it saved his life.
But
He's out rolling loud.
It's the lack of his money.
Essentially,
you just paid for his trip.
happy for his trip.
Tickets, drinks, hotel.
We definitely were at SeaWorld. We were at the whale exhibit.
Controversial.
All right. We really went off topic there. Do you want to finish talking about technology? Do you have anything to add to it?
I think we just
We just move on.
yeah. Or we
Muscle me
get
at.
a loophole.
Did you want to?
Kid.
Yeah, we can talk about the, so in episode 1, how I talked about, I
Don't
was
do it.
like brief. The key.
No.
No, the light. Well, that too. Don't care.
You piss me off.
Remember that one time yeah, you on the show you and John was like right as John pisses him off and he's like, you
I was like,
You pisses me off.
I know that shit hit hard.
I wasn't even thinking about it like that though. I was like completely oblivious.
you.
I was like,
My bad, man. Sorry.
in episode 1 I was talking about like how like evil people and how they keep going to prison and
It's a pattern.
Yeah.
and how prison's supposed to like reform you and rehabilitate you, but some people don't do that. So in El Salvador, they're in a state of emergency. It's been like that for like the last year, but their prisons are fucked. Like, I think 132 people have died in the last year, just from like guards like fucking them up and then like torturing them, and they shave their head. It's basically like intense boot camp. They're making them run.
Sounds like a sausage.
for a whole country.
This the prisons. Yeah, the prison in the whole country. I don't know exactly what being in a state of emergency means, but it's fucked right now.
That means they have no government, right? Like, they have no.
No way. Well, like, the government calls the state of emergency.
Yeah, but the structure of the government's
Yeah, 'cause there's like no laws, dude. They're like the guards are beating the fuck out of them. They're not feeding them.
I just think that it's in a state of anarchy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no what? There's laws, but
no one's enforcing them.
yeah.
Oh, and like the 132 people
I gotta go off
that I said,
No, you went out.
I hope they keep.
There's no way the kid would do it.
Sure was good.
I hope that picked this up.
But the 132 people that died, they weren't even convicted of a crime yet. Or they hadn't been charged yet.
Wait.
Bro, this is the most unprofessional episode ever. Your phone keeps going up. You just ripped ass.
Can I have some grunt? Wait.
And they're like,
They weren't convicted. They weren't.
they haven't been tried for a crime yet.
Guilty until proven innocent.
Okay, so that's essentially what that's.
Yeah, yes.
That's a lot of countries that do that though.
That's Portugal. That's like,
Yeah, first experience.
Yeah, Portugal does that.
No, but yeah, they're not feeding them. They're not allowing them to shit. So like,
It's a concentration
yeah,
camp.
it's basically a concentration.
As like history repeated itself.
So my thing was like, does that make it okay because they're criminals or
no, they haven't even.
That hasn't been proven.
At the end of the day,
32 of them that died? Yeah, I don't know. There's like 62,000 people in the.
Holy.
Yeah.
Is this like
that's more than the bubble.
Yeah, it's a small. what? It's smaller than any state in America.
Not Rhode Island.
We hug.
Way off. The clam. I'm running the clam.
It's a pretty small. It's about the size of Massachusetts.
And 60
And I'm just-
people just shoved in a prison.
So what's the
Because there's only, like, if for each state, there's only, like, a couple, like, prisons.
Then states and multiple prisons in that small of a country.
6.5 to be exact, buddy?
They separate that country into like states or counties. Puerto Rico's separated into like 70.
Isn't it provinces?
I don't know, but it's separation.
Yeah.
Like there's, there's people from California. Oh, you're from that California.
Oh yeah, SoCal, NorCal.
Dude, even in Puerto Rico, how small it is, you say, oh, I'm from Puerto Rico. What part? You say the part, they're like, you're from the mountains?
Oh, what part are you from?
I'm from Manatee, Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I think Janice is from there, too.
You know who else is?
Who's Janice?
CPO.
Oh, yeah, you don't know. But from work, what are the nobody's from where I'm from in Puerto Rico. Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
The dude from work, Menendez,
Oh yeah,
he's from Manatee.
no way.
Dude, the chances are slim, but never zero.
It's not so. There's like 5 people in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I'm saying from that area. Everyone who's from Puerto Rico is usually from the metro area.
Bowman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
from like San Juan, Carolina.
basically, my whole thing was like, they're getting treated like shit, but also some murder.
At the end of the day, they're still human beings.
Like I said, I think every life is worth living.
With
Every life deserves to live.
You only have one.
Who?
You only have one life.
Yeah, exactly.
with life, there's possibility.
To do more damage.
Okay, you could always argue the other side.
Always argue that. Just like,
For them though, like, they're getting treated like this? Are they gonna rehabilitize and get out? And
No. If they're getting
they're in a state of emergency. No.
that is not how you rehabilitate.
Right now, it's a little too late. Right now, they have to use that as like a learning opportunity at this point.
There's a Santa Ana, Salvador.
I mean, I think if a criminal like went through that, it'd be like, damn, I don't want to go. But
Exactly. It's a learning opportunity now. That's all it can do.
But then, like, you see people in prison. Like, prison is pretty shit in America, but people still do the
Dude, they're going to Yale in prison. Dude, they like.
But then there's the prisons that are like overseas in like Sweden and stuff, where I've seen like they're like super nice, and their crime rates aren't as high.
Like in did you watch Atlanta
Yeah.
when they send what's his name, Paperboy to prison?
Oh no!
And he's like, "Can I order the?" And they bring him room service, and the guards are like, "Is everything fine?" It was like a
That's crazy.
yeah. But isn't that what it should be? Not harsh. No, shouldn't it be an opportunity to reshape somebody,
You talk about like how they're.
to rehabilitate?
Yeah,
That's the basis idea of what prison was supposed to be.
yeah, but that's why they're going to college and going like graduating from Yale.
That's what it should be.
I 100% agree.
That's why I don't think right now it's just a learning opportunity because they're fucking up, killing.
Yeah. I mean, and a lot of people that go to prison come out like pretty decent people.
But yeah, there's a. I don't know what the percentage is, but I'm gonna pull one out of the air and say it's 35%.
I know I said every life is worth living, but
There's 100%.
we're still unanimously deciding every life. Yeah, I think so because I think if they did something bad, they should live with what they did.
I don't think any human should decide another person.
That's true. That's true.
I think there is.
Yeah.
I think
What?
Yeah.
Look what he wrote that up there.
Yes, we are. Well,
I know.
I'm a god to an ant.
yeah.
I'm gonna destroy everything they've worked on.
It's true. But yeah,
No, I think every life is precious.
You're talking about El Salvador is in a state of emergency. I don't remember what country it was. I don't know. It's in Central America. It's there
Chile.
near the Yucatan. I don't know if it was Costa Rica or something. But Lily was talking about it, how they went a whole year with like no homicides.
What?
Like 2 years previous, they had like the highest in their history ever.
Brazil.
they were just saying they just stopped reporting them.
Yeah, but no, I think I don't know the wording.
No way, no one. In half society ever, no one's never not been murdered. At least
I don't know. I had a it was 0, but it was like
Hecka low.
it was. I think less than like 10.
Yeah, if you don't report it, you're good.
It's like in a purge. All crime is now illegal for it. Yeah, so there's no more crime, right? Is that a bypass?
That's because that's the first thing I was like using as my rebuttal. But I'll look into it. Next week we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it next week.
we ain't talking about how theoretically murder is pretty easy to get away with if you don't tell anyone, and they don't know you.
You said we can talk about that?
What?
I've never been talking about that.
Okay, it wasn't me.
So we thought about meditation.
I mean,
Concerned.
well, no, we were talking at Rolling Loud. We were talking about how, like, because you brought up, we talked about this before, I think in episode 1, perspective on good versus bad.
Oh, dude, yeah.
But we came to the conclusion that there is bad. There's, like, genuine evil.
I feel that. But it's not set in stone.
I guess you're right.
There's no set in stone that murdering is bad. But as humans, we feel it. We feel that it's bad. That's why we drew that conclusion. But it's not bad, because I was talking to him about the greater good thing. Like, there was a video of a stork. So the stork knew that it wasn't going to be able to feed all its babies, so it threw one off the telephone pole. So it knew it was going to die.
Yeah.
So it just killed it so that it could feed the other two.
It's either all of them die or one of them.
Yeah. So that's why I said,
The dilemma when like someone you love is on the deathbed and they're just like,
pull the plug.
yeah.
I'll pull the plug.
If I'm ever in a...
Yeah, if I'm going to come, I'll pull the plug. Even if it's 5 minutes.
Harvest my organs, pass it on. Double and give it to the next. Excuse me. There was something I was going to add to that, but I forgot. We're moving too fast.
And besides,
No, they don't.
No, so, you know how I said I feel killing is bad? It's not psychopaths, it's sociopaths. They can't feel. Imagine that.
Humans aren't meant to kill. We don't have...
You feel that, though.
We don't have fangs, claws, armor, anything like that.
We have.
I got claws, baby, and I got candy.
Dude, imagine what we could do if instead of spending money and time on building a Wappenheimer, we like work together.
Okay,
Like,
what?
All right, never mind. That's it. But no, we'll never know. We'll never know.
Materialistic. So like,
my podcast be better than anyone else's podcast.
It's not just humans, though.
yeah, I don't want to do that.
Survival of the fittest. But, like, animals killed. But even dolphins rape to rape.
We currently have the ability to, like, feed the entire world.
And we might have had that.
But why don't we? That's what I'm saying. Because we want to spend money on micro-sized Gucci, Versace, Louis Vuitton, whatever it was, bags that we talked about in episode 3.
Episode 3. Follow WhiteBoard Meeting.
If you haven't seen it, go watch episode 3.
No one killed her, and there was no war. No one will make money.
But what if we, as a society, evolved past, like, needing money? And
Yeah, but
stuff?
what would be the point though?
That's what I'm saying. We could find out. Imagine what we could build. We could build the pyramids. Again, bigger. Actually, a fun fact about the pyramids that I saw Did you know what the next tallest? So after the pyramids was built, that was the highest structure, stable structure that mankind had ever made. You know what the next tallest structure was after that was made stable?
The Empire State Building.
The Mia
No.
Khalifa.
The that was taller than the pyramids. It was the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah,
That long. I don't know the dates, but
we don't even know.
that's what I'm saying. Also, there's a lot I want to talk about in episode 4 next.
Build one, and then he had a hater that just came in.
Dude, that's
true.
Well, then everything we can ever say ever, we have to end it with that we know of. Every single thing we say.
No, everything I say is fact.
That's fact.
It's fact.
True. But yes,
Doesn't El Salvador also have pyramids?
probably. I don't. Guess what?
Sicily has pyramids.
Latest cut.
Stand by. Oh, like the third one. They do have pyramids. El Salvador has.
Yeah, they were all.
No one ever talks about.
Yeah, because nobody was fucking with the Egyptians during their like peak, but during when the natives in like Central America, Mexico were reaching their peak, because they weren't at the same level as the Egyptians yet. That's when the colonizers came. So,
We're gonna shut this shit down real quick.
Dude, the crazy part about like the Mayas and everything though is that, yeah, like you said, they were like advancing in like their technology and stuff, and then the Spaniards just like, oh, hey, we're here.
It's like what I talked about in episode 2 about the Spanish explorer
Yeah.
that found a city.
There's a lot of things that we still do in society is based off of.
exactly.
I'm trying.
And I know other cultures probably had it, but those societies, because you said the Egyptians had the lotus.
The blue water
Yeah,
lily.
They had like mescaline and psilocybin,
Mm-hmm.
which they use as part of their culture,
And ayahuasca.
and ayahuasca.
It's messed.
So they're probably a few more steps ahead spiritually than the Egyptians.
And they also sacrifice people to the sun.
Yeah, that's fucking dope.
Did you create your own reality? Shit. I gotta give somebody something. Like this is off topic, but look what this man sent me.
Oh yeah, I'll be sending that too.
Makes me feel alive.
That's
Dude, like, how it's not even funny if people don't get it to joke that like Messina looks nothing like me.
I know, but dude, I thought it was hilarious.
Are we gonna try to throw that video up on the?
I can find it, but no one's gonna. Who's been to Sicily? Drop in the comments if you've been to Sicily. We're in Sicily, by the way. I don't think we've ever.
I didn't want to disclose our location of
We
headquarters.
are in.
our coordinates are.
I think I'm editing this video, right? I'm bleeping it out.
Flag coordinates.
We're not disclosing.
You know, someone's gonna see that video and then they're gonna be like, it's gonna be in a podcast. They're just gonna talk about like, dude, Messina's crazy. And then they have no idea that it's not.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna post that on my story. There's people that know I'm in Sicily.
I just say pull up and give them an address too. Be like, hey, the party this weekend in Messina, and then have that in the.
Oh, if you're watching this, should we announce it? Nah, not yet.
No, we don't announce anything.
Party Messina.
No. We have basically what he's getting at is that we have a lot of big ideas.
No,
I'm not disclosing it.
Nothing is happening ever.
we had no ideas.
That's period.
We're going to the moon. Podcast on location.
What? It's an Indian rocket.
Oh. Kid Cudi.
No.
Play toy songs.
Oh yeah. Those guys need to blow up.
All right.
Let's plug them.
I don't even know what they.
So let's reel it back again because we keep getting way off topic. Do you want to talk about how you were talking about the pictures and movies?
Pictures, movies, arts, any art form. Oh, yes. So, we actually talked about this last episode, episode 3, Whiteboard Meeting.
Go check it out. Link in the description.
About, you remember how we talked about living in the moment?
Yeah.
And there's no time like the present.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll even connect it to meditating. What is meditating? Being the most present you can be. Like, focus on the most now you can.
Mm-hmm.
So, throughout, like, human history, that's been Eminem said it, dude. Would you capture this moment? Or would you let it slip? The present is so important that the only way we can capture it is through art, photography. You know what I mean? So I put the reason that we like art, photography, etc. is because it captures the present. There's nothing like the present moment, which is, in my opinion, when I create, which is why making art feels so good, because you're expressing the present.
Yeah.
So when you create it, you're expressing the actual, what's the most present.
Okay.
And then I just said there's something about the present that you just can't compare to anything, because it's now.
You're always experiencing it.
It's like the most truest point in time.
Mm-hmm.
The past is true, but you can't touch the past.
As someone once said, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift, and that's why it's called the present. Master Oogway. That's a crazy quote. Excuse me.
That's why we're so captured by creators, like present moments.
Mm-hmm.
Which I feel like is essentially, what
Damn.
the descriptions in like art museums are. But I feel like people don't really pay attention to that. But when you do pay attention, and when you realize, like when you hear somebody's song, you feel their present moment. Like you feel their present emotions that they're expressing in their present. You feel it. It creates a new present for you.
Yeah.
Because you know how you tie movies or art to like certain presents, certain moments.
Yeah. Also, actually, he kept cutting you off. Did you want to talk?
No, I read like a article when I was like researching some like like the astral projection stuff, and like it's fell into a rabbit hole. But kind of on that, there's a study that shows that nostalgia is like good for your body, and that's why people always gravitate towards it, because it reminds you of being in that present.
Of that present,
and it like makes something click in your brain, and it releases serotonin and stuff.
Go ahead.
Another crazy quote is, "I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you leave the good old days."
It's from The Office.
Andrew Bernard dog.
But I like, you know how people say don't live in the past?
Yeah.
Instead of thinking about it as the past, I'd like to think about it as like a previous present.
Okay. Wow, that was deep, bro.
Deep.
I think that's the definition of the past.
So is the future a not yet present?
No, the future's too unpredictable.
I guess
can happen.
Yeah.
That's why, like, people that dwell in the past, they're dwelling on stuff they can't change versus focusing on stuff you can change right now. And then if you overplay the future, that you can't guarantee anything. You can guarantee the present moment.
I think
your past affects the way you think in the present, which isn't.
Yeah, but you can't live in it.
You're right. You can't live in it. The only thing, so to me, the biggest thing, like, in my life is to learn from the past.
That's the biggest thing.
I'm always telling people, like,
yeah, but people don't use it as that. People use it
Like last weekend, I was talking to Miles about like everything, and he was just telling me like what he was thinking. I'm like, well, there's nothing you can do about it now, but learn from it, right? I mean, I used it as a learning experience, so learn from your past to make a better future. Quote, insert Dennis.
Sure, that's been said.
Never.
It's pretty controversial, but like, I did see something that was like people that have depression dwell on the past.
I mean, I believe, dude.
Like, it makes sense, but it's kind of a harsh way of saying it, but like, kind of makes sense.
I mean, I don't think you could say that for everybody that has depression, because
Depression is like, it's just
it's a chemical imbalance.
I swear, you got to give them antidepressants, right?
that just makes it worse.
You weren't here last week. That's what we talked about.
What?
How
Psychopath.
it just makes it worse.
I don't know. I think. Oh, never mind. You got to learn from the past. That's my end goal. That's what I want you to think about, and
We're in the end game now.
lose sleep over it tonight. Think about your mistakes
Does anything cringy?
and everything embarrassing right now. So,
And everyone was looking. Everyone.
Forever.
Everyone's gonna remember. You're not gonna recover.
Every time they see you, that's what they think.
Oh,
all right. So we're coming up on 51 minutes or I started the timer late because I'm super professional, but I think we should wrap it up here, guys. Do we have any final comments, research stories that we want to share? Any more Chip Skylark facts? Did you want to talk about your calculator real quick?
Someone did throw a giant bra on Drake's stage. I did not know that 36G was even a size that was possible. Someone locate this one. I put locate.
I think G is for my no. It might be before D.
No. A, B, C, O, D. Who made the scale?
In bra sizes.
Oh,
'Cause there's even an F bra size.
yeah, that's bigger than
But
double.
I don't think it's
Double D's the biggest.
I don't know. My mom watches this. I don't know any.
You can answer. Mr. Josh's mom.
I don't know any booby sizes.
I'm a booby connoisseur.
Oh, it's not what I'm looking at. You looking up bra sizes to end the episode? That's crazy. We're killing it.
Oh, it's to add on the Alan Turing thing, right? You know, like, NVIDIA, right? They make graphics cards. NVIDIA. So their rate, like RTX, like 20 series, that's the first like graphics card that had ray tracing. You know, like the architecture, what's the name of it? Turing. Because it's the first graphics card to have AI learning in it. That's what makes all the shadows and reflections like work the way they are.
Wow. That's actually I did not know that.
Yeah, I was like, because I was reading that article when I was looking at like Alan Turing and everything. I was like, I've seen this name somewhere, and then I was like, wait, I own one. Not the flex. I own one.
I just looked up. Sorry, the raw thing. It just made it more confusing. It says a triple D cup. Yeah, it's called an F cup, which is F is one choice above G, but G isn't double D. But it's also one bigger than D, but it's not double D.
So it's between D and double D?
Yeah, but it's also smaller than F. Comes after F.
ABC.
You know, like I'm in like the math class right now. You know what? Hey, when you make a video of us going to Victoria's Secret and just checking out all the sizes.
136G, please.
I don't know. That doesn't make sense.
Why are you playing music on the outro?
I'll add it.
All right. Well, we went from having a very somewhat not intelligent conversation to talking about booby sizes. Other than that,
If you're a G size, it is something to count. If you're a
Josh Galley,
Female monk.
long size, Monks?
I thought.
I don't know.
Do monks wear bras?
I don't think so.
think so. They don't.
Let us know if you're a female monk. What we're again.
The ads. But thank you again, everyone, for watching episode 4. If you've made it this far,
Episode 4. If you were watching episode 4, hopefully you've tuned into the past ones. And if you haven't seen the past episodes, go ahead and watch those. They're just as entertaining. Maybe not 3,
definitely even more.
but
3 should be up soon.
let's get it. It'll be up when he.
Also, if you have the time, like, comment, and subscribe.
Fucking notification bell.
You don't need to do that if you don't want to, but the likes really help us growing our channel. So if you could,
Feedback as well.
constructive criticism. Talk about how professional we are.
Or you can just shit talk the fuck out.
That too. How to,
Any interaction, if you want to.
Our hater count's at 1, so we're trying to get that up.
trying to crank those numbers up.
Dude, we.
Yeah. But once again, thank you. New episodes most Mondays at a certain time. The kicks. But yeah.
That's tremendous.
Who's that? Oh.
Cut.